I can't believe I didn't play this sooner than I did. Well, the reason I didn't was because I want to experience the game at its best, and since it was in early access for 4 years and I forgot about it, and one day when I was randomly scrolling through my Steam library, something caught my eye, and I'm so glad it did. The game we are talking about is Subnautica. So yeah, I played in 2014 when it was released as an early access, but I stopped playing since I wanted to wait until it was fully released. Subnautica is a survival game that was released as early access in December 2014, and it stayed that way until January 2018. In January, Subnautica was released for Mac OS, Windows, and in December 2018, it was released for PS4 and Xbox One. The game was developed by Unknown Worlds Entertainment and was published by Unknown Worlds Entertainment. I guess I don't have to do an introduction, but I will do it anyway, so if you don't want any spoilers, please skip to this timestamp below. So Subnautica begins very abruptly with an alarm sound that warns everyone to leave the ship. We enter a life pod and shoot ourselves out in space. Out the window, we can see how the ship explodes just seconds before we leave. The explosion makes our pod shake and we get hit in the face by a metal plate and pass out. When we wake up, the pod is on fire. After we extinguish the fire, we realize that we are no longer moving. We go outside and see that we have landed on a strange planet with no land in sight, and this is where our story begins. This is a beautiful game, hands down. I know it was released in 2018, but still, it is an amazing looking game. All the colors and the wildlife are wonderful to watch. They also managed to get the atmosphere. You will feel terrified when exploring, but yet you want to explore the darkest depth of this beautiful water-filled world. Overall, the looks in this game are amazing and just a great experience. While you dive around exploring, you will hear a lot of noises that will scare you at first. Then you will realize that everything you hear is not dangerous, but at some point you will hear something that you haven't heard before, and it sounds like hell. You will turn left and right in panic trying to find where the source of the noise is coming from, and when you do, you will regret it. The audio is done marvelously in Subnautica. The latest discoveries say that it's impossible to stick your head under the water and click the like and subscribe button. Try out and see for yourself. Now, let's get into the juicy stuff, the gameplay. So what I need to say first is that this game does not hold your hand at all, and that is great. Finally, you have to explore, find resources, and scan broken equipment and vehicles to actually be able to build them, which makes it better than all the survival games I've ever played. So when you start out, you have nothing except for some food, water, and a couple flares. In the pod that you crash land in, you have a fabricator, which you use to craft tools, food, water, among other things. In the fabricator, you can find different things you can build and what you need to build them. Where do you find these things? Well, you guessed it. Get down in the water and start looking and collecting. Some of the material needed is easy to spot, while others will be a little bit difficult to find. While you explore, you will come across broken equipment that you can scan. If you scan enough of them, you will be able to craft it yourself. And if you scan enough of them, you will be able to craft it yourself if you have the material for it. In this game, there are ways you can defend yourself, but it's not Call of Duty underwater. You have a few different options on how you will approach this world. In my playthrough, I didn't use any weapons except for a knife, since I managed to sneak past, swim away from most things. Building a base was so much fun, but I didn't go bananas like some people do. I built what I needed and then I moved on. But what I built was so much fun, and seeing all the different things we could use to power our base up and that you can build wherever you want. Are you scared and don't want to risk your life going too deep? Fine, build near the surface, and when you feel more prepared, go a little deeper and see what this world has to offer. During your playthrough, you will receive messages from other survivors that crashed on the planet, which will tell you what happened to them. I wanted to find everything on this planet, so every time I saw part of a ship or anything that indicated something interesting, I was there sniffing around for all the data pads I could find. We also have a day and night cycle, and let me tell you, during the night, it is very, very scary. But you can build a bed and sleep through the night if you want to. This experience made me realize that I have a fear of deep waters, and in this game, you go much deeper than you can imagine. I guess I have to thank Unknown Worlds Entertainment for giving me thalassophobia. The gameplay is fun and you will not get bored. This game has a really cool story, but it doesn't tell you or guide you where you need to go. You simply have to explore. Explore enough and you might find some mysterious things that might surprise you. I just love that the developers give you very little intel on what your goals are or what you are supposed to do. Most of the time, I just stumbled over things and started exploring, which gave me more intel on where the next thing might possibly be. I enjoyed the story very much, and it just blows my mind that I totally forgot about it since it was early access. Performance wise, I had no problems with the game whatsoever. Everything was smooth and worked like a charm. Nice to see that the developers didn't leave this unfinished or half done like other games I've tried out. It was nice to finally play a survival game where doing things actually matters, and not a single time did I feel like it was a drag or boring. Everything was just a great experience, and I look so much forward to playing through the second game, Subnautica Below Zero. My final verdict for Subnautica is a 10 out of 10. It is a must play, and if you have not done it yet. I know it has been many years since it was released, but I had to experience this game and therefore I had to make a review of it. But even if it's considered an old game, it is still a damn great experience that you need to treat yourself with. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this video was so amazing. I need to watch more. Well, lucky for you, I have a whole channel dedicated to this stuff. So hit that subscribe button like your life depends on it. Have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is at your place, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, life is too short to play bad games. Let me help you find the best. See ya!